What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and welcome to this amazing video, if I can rate it myself. Amazing video on Wang Jinrei, the mighty Wang, the inventor of the waning moon, or the winning moon as a lot of people call it. Legacy character actually goes all the way back to the first original game, Tekken 1. A lot of people don't know that. A severely underused character. I have no Wang experience myself. I actually did research on Google prior to recording this video now. But I'd really like to get to know Wang though. So those of you who have a lot of Wang experience, please share it in the comment section. Tips and tricks on how you handle Wang. Please write it in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. But a pretty damn cool character, like very hard hitting. He's 100 years old, just like Jinpachi. So that means they are best friends, obviously, because they share that. They have that in common. I'd really recommend checking out his Wang story mode in Tekken 5. It's actually really emotional and well written, well done. I have a video on it. Go find it. Maybe I'll even link it. But these guys are best friends. A really cool team to use in this game. A high-profile player who did a lot of Wang, Aris, everyone's favorite Tekken content creator. He did a lot of Wang. At least Aris used him. Characteristics of Wang is that he hits extremely hard. He has a lot of moves that give crazy frames. Like really absurd frames. We're gonna get into it. Worth mentioning again, the waning goddamn moon into all sorts of bullshit. And he has pretty damn cool strings, actually. I'm gonna get into it in detail, but his string game is actually pretty damn good, to be honest. And down for 4-1. And poking over low pokes. I'm gonna get into it in detail, but again, pretty damn crazy frames. So the punishment is weak, I would say. His basic Tekken tools, you know, when you do a down forward 1 with Wang, it comes out at 16 frames. And it's very bad on block. Down forward 2 is not your standard down forward 2, comes out at 16 frames as well. Down forward 4 is good. Down forward 3 is a good low poke. Hop kick has very bad range. So when it comes to like basic Tekken tools, like having a good down forward 1, good down forward 2, good hop kick, he just doesn't have it. But he quite excels in many other areas, so we're gonna take a look at it. But first off, let's just get into the punishment. For 10 frame, you have 1-1, which gives +4. Pretty good. But 1-4 gives +5. So this was what people usually went for. It also gives more damage at 27 damage. But he just lacks a 12 frame punisher, from what I've seen. Someone fill me in here if I missed something, but I don't think I did. I don't think he has a 12 frame punisher. You can do down forward 4, which is long range and is a 12 frame move, because let's face it, your jab has no range. So down forward 4 is a pretty good 12 frame. Yeah, down forward 4-1 is not a natural combo. So we go immediately to 15 frame, so that's where we launch with the hop kick. But that, yeah, doesn't have any range whatsoever, but it's still a hop kick, so it's good to have. It's actually worth mentioning that the classic Wang move, down forward 2-1, you've probably seen this launcher. I think he's had it since what? Tekken? Is this all the way back to Tekken 1 or is it Tekken 2? That move is 16 frames. So unfortunately, 1 frame away from being 15 frames, which is the crucial frame where a lot of moves are launch punishable. So this is 16 frames, but still, it's a taggable launcher, gets the job done. But yeah, punishment is unfortunately not the best with Mr. Wang. While standing, we get while standing 4 at 11, while standing 1-1 at 13 frames. This is a really good 13 frame punisher. That's pretty damn good. And then we have hop kick. Which again, unfortunately, has super lackluster range. Like super lackluster. Very bad. But it is chunky. You see it does 27 damage on its own. So you do get a lot of damage from it, but the range is just terrible. So let's go into, I'm gonna do a best of here. It's a character with a pretty complicated move list, I would say. There's a lot of stuff there and pretty weird stuff compared to a lot of characters. So I'm gonna do a best of. I'm not gonna get into everything, but of course, mostly known for the Waning Moon. 1+2 break, fantastic throw. If there's a wall, we can very easily, oh, I just dropped it. We can very easily run into back to 1+2 for 64 damage into wall splat, really good. If you want a launch, if we want a launch, we simply run into down 1+2. Well, of course, there's some timing involved here, but if you practiced it a lot, should be no problem. Oh, I got it. Let's just say I haven't practiced this a lot. I just want to show you guys the damage potential. Come on. Oh no! I'm not Kazuya! Oh no! I practiced this with Kazuya and Wang. Kazuya and Wang. That doesn't sound very good. Okay, I just realized the combo I'm supposed to do. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I always get this stall in my videos where that's supposed to be a clean hit, but let's just drop that shit. Yes, you can do some crazy damage from Waning Moon, but that's kind of expected. He has a very strong while standing mix-up. It's really nice. Well, full crouch mix-up. When Wang is crouching, holy shit, can it hurt. He has a hell sweep from here, down forward 4-3. This is a natural combo, knocks down. If you played Tag 2, you knew how fun it was being stuck at the wall eating this shit. Nightmare. Fucking nightmare. And the first kick on its own doesn't stagger on block. You see, it's -13. But you were afraid of punishing it because he can add the second hit. So you actually had to block low and then block mid. But if you did that, it was -17 and you got the launch. Down for 2 or whatever you wanted to do. But this was a very annoying hell sweep he had from full crouch. Could do this on its own, -13. Could add the second hit, that had to be blocked mid. But if you managed to block the whole thing, he was -17. But very annoying knockdown as well, where he got really good Oki afterwards running in. And of course, as I showed you at the wall, it was a nightmare dealing with that move. That was a favorite of Wang players at the wall. And then you could mix this up with while standing 1-1, which is -13, so it's punishable. But then you could do while standing 2-2, which also is punishable at like -12, I think, or 13. But then you can add a final low hit. Not a natural combo, but quite the mix-up here. And you see the damage of the first 2 hits? 48 natural combo. If you wanted to keep it safe on block, you could do boom boom super fast while standing 3-2. The second hit is a high, so that's duckable, but again, like enormous damage. And you can mix that up with while standing 2-2, while standing 2-2-2, while standing 1-1, while standing 4, and then you had the full crouch down for 4-3 hell sweep, and where you could do the first sweep on its own. So pretty brutal full crouch mix-up. And the low pokes were really decent. He has... you can do this. Down forward 4, that has weak frames, but you always have you can always add the ender to the string. Down forward 4 2, and suddenly it's you add a launcher on a counter hit. The whole thing is guaranteed for 43 damage. Just not bad at all. But yeah, the initial first hit doesn't have good frames, but still, it's worth noting that low. But down 4 is actually a beast of a low poke. Let's see. Oh. This move, it does a pretty decent chunk of damage, and it's got enormous range. Enormous range. So like when you block it from tip range, Wang's while standing 4 has got great range, but you see? Kazuya's while standing 4 won't hit from that range. From this range. And it is minus 13, but Kazuya can't twin piston it from any range. Because it's like Wang, you see, goes back after the move connects. Okay, we got great range with Jinpachi. Oh, he can't even while standing 1 it. No, wait, that's not a punish. Jinpachi while standing 1 is 14 frames. This move is minus 13. But a lot of characters struggled. It was almost, that move was safe, I think, against some characters. Really good tool. And then we have down back 3, minus 12, but plus 2 on hit. And on counter hit, knockdown. And great range. Great range. Really good low. So on hit, while standing 4 is uninterruptible. They can't even dick jab. And this one, wow, I wish I did Wang back in Tag 2 when I just looked at the frames on this low. It's so good. It's a little bit slow, as you can see, but huge range, and plus 4 on hit, and on counter hit, plus 25. Yup, plus 25. Insane. And now some more crazy frames. Sidestep 1 plus 2, knockback as you can see on normal hit, and plus 12. Plus 12 on normal hit. It's pretty slow, comes out at 20 frames from sidestep. But on block... Oh wait. On block, as you can you see that? On block, it's plus 12. No, plus 9. Sorry, plus 9. You can do whatever you want afterwards. Plus 9. And on counter hit, gives this stun that is breakable if they hold. They can hold block, you know, back or hold forward. If they fail to do so, most people are going to do that, but if they fail to do so, which could happen once in a while, they're fucked. Yeah, it just hurt a lot. But most people would manage to do that, hold forward or back. So then you could apply just any form of mix-up afterwards. Oh, counter it. So whatever mix-up you wanted to go for, or even go for a throw mix-up, I think you could do so. And then, so that's a pretty crazy frames. And this homing move is worth mentioning. It's a high, but on normal hit and on counter hit, gives that sweet knockdown. If they try and stand up, you'll just go for a bound with 1 plus 2. But it's plus 4 actually on block. And it's got great range. So that's a pretty damn strong counter hit tool. And then we have his forward 4-2, his Superman punch. This one's very interesting. It's only minus 2 on block. It is a high, but so it's minus 2 on block. That's great. On hit, it's plus 20. So they can obviously block here. Nothing's guaranteed, but you can go for a throw mix-up, and throws are very strong in in tag 2. Very strong. Or go for the mix-up, you know, plus 20, it's a lot to play around with. Play around with the Wang. But they can hold down here to do the nosebleed, cancel the nosebleed stun. So here it's a mix-up where you can go for, I don't know how to bound from here. I think you can bound if they do that. But you just know that there's a pretty strong mix-up here. Guard all. And then we have down forward 4 again was the 12 frame poke. I think it's plus 4 on hit, pretty good. It has an ender in case they don't respect you. Pretty damn good string. Super interesting is up forward 1 plus 2. On normal hit and on counter hit, this turns into a throw. And it's got pretty decent range, as you can see. Nice suit. And on block, the move is, let's see, I'm gonna record this. So again, on normal hit it's a throw, and on block it's plus 7. That's pretty cool, right? But it is super linear. Except you have to time the sidestep. Jesus, it's so slow. You gotta time the sidestep. So a very interesting tool. Very interesting. And then we have a really cool string in back to 1, where you can add an ender, back to 1, 1 plus 2. This is not a natural combo, of course. First 2 hits are natural. First hit on its own, both back 2 and 1 are safe on block, although you can duck the second hit on block, obviously. Natural combo, first hit on its own plus 7. Second hit is plus 5, I believe, if you do the whole thing. And it's got pretty damn good range, as you can see. And you can, of course, add the last hit to try and catch people off guard. Last hit is very plus, as you can see. On counter hit, it will knock down. And here, I believe you can do a combo. Yeah, those of you who are very used to Wang, please fill us in the comment section. But it's a really cool string. And then we have down 1 plus 2. It comes in at minus 14. So this isn't something you would use against, well, let's say his best friend, Jinpachi. Because what does Jinpachi have? Jinpachi has a down for 2 that comes in at 14 frames. So that's a punish. But it's a taggable mid launcher that's got pretty good range. Yeah, pretty good range as you can see. So it's pretty cool. But again, minus 14. And then forward 1 plus 2 is pretty cool. A lot of characters actually, it's a mid knocks down on counter hit. Wow, wrong move. Pretty good reward. Okay, God, I'm so confused. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, very long range mid. It's so interesting with Wang is that you think he has no range because he's so small, but he actually has a lot of moves with crazy fucking range. So let's record this. Bam. If I block this, you see it's minus 12, but due to the pushback, I can't punish. Okay, Jinpachi with the crazy range, I can do back 1 too. Kazuya can't back 1 this move, and he can't 1 plus 2 this move. So Kazuya can't punish that. We can punish with the magnificent downward 4. 12 frame long range. But a lot of characters just can't punish that. Very interesting. And then he has a natural combo launcher. Yeah, natural hit launcher in 4-4-3-4. Natural combo. Pretty damn nice. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't launch very high. But it's a mid-high move, so they can't duck the second hit. My brain works so incredibly fast. I'm able to just jump through these menus like it's nothing. We want you to stand guard, and then we want you to crouch guard, yes. As you can see, you can't duck it, and it's not even safe on block at -10. So yeah, not the best move in the world, doesn't have a lot of range, but it's nice to have a high damage launcher there from mid. But of course, yeah, you have down for 2-1, but that's -18, so that's an enormous risk. But of course, if it didn't duck this, it was actually pretty okay. And a lot of people didn't duck that due to how inexperienced a lot of people are with Wang, like me. But if it didn't duck it, it was a pretty decent move, I would have to say. And now we're gonna get into the awesome stuff. One of my favorite unblockables ever since Tag 1 is Wang's forward 1+4. Enormous range, and in Tag 1 it would actually track like crazy. It was pretty much homing. It doesn't track at all in Tag 2, sucks, but again, enormous range, and you would get massive damage, of course, as you should get from this. So that's a super funny unblockable. And his back turn throw is really cool. How do I demonstrate this? Wait, we're gonna set... where's position settings? Wall hit, reverse. Oh wait, oh no, nice. His back throw actually wall splats. And then they are stunned for like a million years. And you can't do anything. You see how slowly it drops down to the ground? You see? Like, you can even get him away from the wall. Honestly, how cool isn't that back throw? It's not every day you get someone from the back, but when you did, Wang did the job. So I think that's what I wanted to show about Wang today. Really cool character. Again, I'm lacking a lot in knowledge, but I think I showed the coolest stuff. So if you have a lot of Wang experience, share what you know in the comment section. Awesome character. I love his lore ever since Tekken 5, of course. Yeah, he's pretty damn awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video. Oh wow. His parry, the back one, I'm gonna give that its own video because it's so awesome. So check that out as well. Take care.